go off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we could zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if those dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl.
Hey guys, this is Tanman here from the Gaming Odyssey, and today I have my good friend,
Hagen Kids. Hi there.
also known as Lego Lab. Today we're going to be talking about 5 video games that should be made into movies. This is all type of video games, not just Nintendo. We might have a Nintendo thing in here. There's just 5. I'm going to talk about them. And yeah, so because I've done a video on Nintendo properties, I should have a Netflix show. I did a video on the Super Mario Bros. Movie that's being made by Illumination Studios. But this is just all video games. This is a movie that might surprise some, but we're going to go with Injustice 2.
Yes,
Because
I agree with that.
here's why. A lot of people are comparing Marvel and DC because the comic books are, very similar. The characters are the same in cinematic universes. And one thing they could really do is make an Injustice movie.
And they could easily do that. Like, Superman is basically evil at this point. Like,
yeah, or they
look at all these other. Oh, this
foreshadow
was
it.
in the Injustice universe.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And it could work. You could have a lot of characters because the DCU is really messy. And I think the DCU is not that established at this point.
And it's all really dark because, like, the comics are really light. Like, Marvel.
Because, like, for me, if I were going to ask my parents who's Iron Man, they could probably say Robert Downey Jr., who's Captain America, Chris Evans, who's, Star. They'll know the people. If you say, who's the current Superman, who's the current Batman, it's not as well established. I feel like the DC is very messy. So they did an Injustice movie. Fun. It could be a great movie. I think I would say that the plot will be too complicated, but if you look at Captain America Civil War, the plot of Civil War is it's very complicated, but yet people really enjoyed it, so.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like if you started out with that, it might not work, but if you establish that this is an alternate universe, this isn't the universe that you're used to, kind of thing,
I think
it could work.
Who do you think should be? Do you think? Well, not every Injustice kid, but like Batman,
Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman,
Joker,
Joker, Lex Luthor,
maybe Hawkman or Hawkgirl,
and maybe Hawkman.
But
those are rights are with CW right now, I think.
Because in the Injustice, there's some like unknown kids, like Swamp Thing. Maybe have him in.
Yeah, they're making a Swamp Thing TV show, by the way.
That would be great. So overall, Injustice, I think, could really work with this state DC is.
Right, here's my pick.
Okay.
Crash Bandicoot.
Okay.
That could work.
Okay, talk about this.
I feel like it could work.
Talk about this, Hagen.
I've played some of the Insane trilogy. You played it more than I have because you own it.
Good game.
But I never really played the original, and I was like, this looks like an animated movie. I was like,
okay.
Like, I feel like it could work. Like if there were like a narrator, like the guy, the mask guy, Aku,
yeah, his sidekick.
I feel like he could narrate.
Okay.
Like that could work.
Okay. Well, I think one thing that could work is Crash kind of talks, so it wouldn't be out of the way.
Yeah.
And you could have some comedic banter with him and Aku. The story could be very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, this is one thing I talked in the Mario movie video, but if you think of this, the first Star Wars movie is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Luke has to rescue the princess and defeat this spaceship. It's very
defeat the spaceship.
It's very.
I'm just imagining Luke Skywalker in space fighting a spaceship.
But if you think about it, the first Star Wars is very simple, so you could do. I could see that Crash Bandicoot. Okay, that could work. I think it's better than doing a Sonic movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that Jim Carrey's playing Eggman?
Jim Carrey is playing Eggman?
Yeah. But anyways, back to the Crash Bandicoot movie. I think it could really work. I think the games are very fast paced, and I think they could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that could.
I like the variety of worlds too, I guess.
Yeah,
and even like the time travel stuff too.
so Crash Bandicoot movie could work.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 3, my choice. So this one is based off a Nintendo property. So it's Mario Darty making that. Legend of Zelda, I don't think can work because of the fact we can't talk. But I'm going to go with Kid Icarus Uprising.
Ooh.
Kid Icarus. I said this could also work as a TV show, but I think a movie. First of all, Pit talks. You know? So that's a plus. And the banter in a lot of the games is very comedic. Palatino. There's a lot you could do if you played the game, the 3DS sequel remake. I haven't played it, but the gameplay scene is really good.
Yeah, I really wanted to get it, but I never did.
The game, if you see the game, it's very exciting. They could do that movie. The movie could look amazing. The art style could be nice. I think for a movie, though, could work very well. Almost, this movie could be very similar to Thor Ragnarok. Have the comedic banter.
Yeah.
Have kind of the bright art style.
By the way, I have finally seen that movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay, but it could be a lot like a Thor Ragnarok,
definitely.
in that sense of how it could be done. So for me, Kid Icarus movie could really work. You could do Hades as a villain. He makes jokes in the games, but he's menacing. It could almost kind of be like an MCU movie, the way it feels. So that's my choice.
I feel like it could really happen.
Okay.
Like, this one could really be in the works.
What is it?
The Last of Us.
Oh, okay.
I know that they're doing Uncharted already, but another Naughty Dog property. If Uncharted does well, I feel like they could do The Last of Us.
That could work.
The second game is coming out eventually. I don't know when. I think.
Did you see the E3 trailer first?
Yes. Love that trailer.
But Last of Us is a very cinematic game.
It is.
It could be like the movie version of the Walking Dead TV show, which I started watching that show. Really good show.
And I feel like if they just kind of strayed away from the game itself and didn't like do the exact same thing, obviously, but like kept Joel and Ellie as the main characters, but didn't like follow the story exactly.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I feel like that could work.
Yeah.
Like what happens in between 1 and 2? Because obviously there's a time gap.
How much?
I don't know.
I know Ellie's grown up.
Ellie looks a lot older, and Joel could possibly be dead.
Oh, okay. So you could do something in between. I think The Last of Us just very similar. You have a lot of emotion in there.
There's a ton of emotion.
Joel and
this game made me cry. Never had that happen before.
Maybe what we could do is in this movie, it could be a one between 1 and 2, and maybe you have like a flashback scene to like the first game just to have some of that.
Yeah.
So that could really work.
Mega Man?
No, not Mega Man.
Madden. Yes, Madden.
No,
that should be a TV show right there. We'll call it Football.
No.
And we'll televise it. We'll get real actors. But they're not actors. They're athletes. That's the twist. That's the twist.
Stop. Okay, guys. So our number 5 choice is Fallout. So Fallout, I think, could work for a lot of reasons. Number 1, the movie is going to be a slower movie. Using Fallout,
there's not too much action,
which I think could work. I think this movie could be more of a character piece. I think this movie could be very similar to the movie Logan. The Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
Very gritty.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a main character and give them a companion of some type. I just think there's a lot you could do with Fallout. Because I think there's just a lot of things you could do with the world. Kind of this post-apocalyptic. But a lot of post-apocalyptic stuff is very like,
cliche.
Or like these weird machines. Like Mad Max is a good movie, but like, I don't know. Like, I think Fallout could be these post-apocalyptic movies are just very like, there's these vehicles. I think Fallout could just be a very grounded movie. You've played the 4th one, or what do you?
I've started playing the 4th one. I literally just got it the other day, but I really like it. It's very hard.
In that movie,
I don't like it.
In that game, doesn't like the guys like has to find his son.
Yeah, basically the story. So I don't know anyone who hasn't played Fallout 4.
The story could be like.
Yeah, basically the story is the nukes explode, and then everyone has to get into the vault. They get into the vault. The family. There's a wife, a father, and a child. You play as You can play as either a male or female character. I don't know if that changes the opposite.
I think it does.
I think does it change the gender of the spouse?
Okay, continue.
That'd be weird because that'd be
just go.
Yeah. basically they cryo freeze the people in the vault for about 200 years, and it already takes place in like 2077 or something beginning.
Okay.
And like halfway through the cutscene that you see, I think that like signifies about 100 years. The wife is with the baby in the cryopod, and they shoot the wife and take the baby.
Okay, so maybe you could have a story about like this guy trying to find his family, something like that. I think it would look beautiful. I think if you get the right director to do something like that,
because the game is a very drab, colorless game. Like the vault suits, some of the only color, like vibrant color you'll see in the game.
But I think it could work really well.
Definitely.
I think fall. So guys, that'll do it for this list. Hagen, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
I know we missed some other stuff like Mass Effect, Half-Life, but we haven't played those games.
Portal.
Oh, Portal
Could work.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, we might do a sequel to this.
Yeah.
Maybe, or might not. So if there's other video games, leave in the comments below. So again, Injustice 2, Kid Icarus, Crash Bandicoot, Fallout, and The Last of Us. So very interesting variety. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.